Yeah, we got some good fights coming up. I know this weekend we got that Regis Prograis and Catterall fight coming up. I don't know. I'm picking Catterall, but thinking I'm thinking Prograis probably got a chance right now. I don't know. Thinking he got a chance right now. But I'm not hearing much about people talking about who they want to pick in Benavidez and Morrell fight so far. I heard it like the first day when the fight was announced, but it's not too much talk now. All I'm hearing now is who Benavidez is gonna fight after the Morrell fight. So I'm like, that's what I'm hearing right now. And if they run the rematch back, it's not gonna be that fight with Benavidez. I'm hoping it is. He should fight him next. But I don't know. It's a lot of things happening right now. Too much moving parts. But he doing everything that all the fights people want to see. The big fights. That Morrell fight definitely big to me. That's the fight I got circled right now. You said that? Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. He's already at 75, Jose. That'll be too much. To go 75? Cause they already, cause you gotta think about it, they already moved. I mean, Benavidez still fight at 68, but from what he said, I can't speak for him. But they offered him to fight like at 160 or 63 or something. I don't know what it was. 64. Some weight they offered Benavidez. They talked to Benavidez about Crawford already. A while ago. He said, what's next? I don't know. It might be the guy that fought this weekend. It sounds like he want to fight Crawford. He said something about Spence and Fedora, but if they trying to fight each other, then he like, I don't know. If Crawford end up fighting somebody else, then. But if Canelo say, yeah, I'll fight Crawford right now, then he gonna fight Canelo. But I don't think that's gonna happen right now. Canelo thinking about a whole nother fight right now before he even fight Crawford or anybody. But yeah, if the Baccarat guy wants to fight Crawford and they can make it happen, then that might be a fight that's possible, I guess. If he motivated by it. Yeah, that can possibly happen. They talking about the Canelo and Crawford fight like later on next year. I'm like, nah. They talking about later on next year. I don't know about that. They kind of pushing it. But I think it's I don't know. I'm kind of getting that feeling I had about the Benavidez and Canelo fight last year. Because right now, Yeah, Regis fight this weekend. Yeah, he fight this weekend. I don't know, man. I think Regis got a better stamina than Catterall. Got a little more power. So I don't know. He a wild card. I don't know. Who you got? Who you think gonna win? I don't know. I picked Catterall, but I don't know. Thinking about changing. Yeah, I don't know. Cause Regis, he didn't look decent in most fights. I think gotta watch that Josh Taylor fight one more time, but I don't know. It's gonna be a close fight. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. It's definitely gonna be a good fight. They more similar than I thought, really. When I thought about it, they fight similar. It's gonna be a good fight. A lot of big right hands. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I think that's the only big fight coming on this weekend, ain't it? Then next week, it's gonna be a lot of fights coming on next week. This week is not that many fights, but next week, yeah, next week it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of fights on. But yeah, if Regis can get the upset, that'll be huge. Cause he the underdog right now. He definitely the underdog. Uh, oh yeah, November. Yeah, that Zerto fight too. Oh yeah, that Boots card pretty big. The boot Jerron in this fight, and then somebody else. Who else fight? I know Jermaine Ortiz fight next Friday. Um, bro, they got a lot of fights coming on. Um, Lloyd Schofield fight next week. Who else fight? Everybody fighting. Keyshawn Davis fighting. He got a card with a lot of people on there. I think Abdullah Mason fight on that card. Yeah, they got that Zerto card with Oscar Duarte. I know they got Shushu Carrington finna fight again. He just fought. So Shushu just fought like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? No, how far? September, end of September. So that was like 3.5 weeks ago. So he finna fight again on the Tyson card. That's in November too. And then Barrios finna fight. Um, who else finna fight? Yeah, we got a lot of fights coming on. I can't even name them all. Yeah, that Zerto fight huge though. They got a lot of fights on that card. I think I know what's gonna be the best fight on that card too. Oh yeah, I know people don't want to hear this either. This topic, but I'm definitely not even going in yet. I'm just really just talking freely. But yeah, I don't. As far as boxing, what's up, Outer Pal? But I don't know. But as far as boxing, Turkey Al Sheik is revealing the truth right now. See, 10 years ago, all the stuff that's going on right now, it wouldn't have happened because guys weren't fighting each other. But now that guys are fighting each other and money's not a problem, now a lot of things in boxing get revealed. All the narratives. See, this is the first time, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this because nobody said this before ever. So this is history making right now. But this is the first time that nobody has an excuse why they can not fight nobody right now. Like all the big names in boxing, this is the first time in history they got no reason why they can't fight the best or fight this person or that person. Because sometimes people say, oh, it's money. Oh, it's the promotional companies. They all working together now. All of them working together. So it's no more excuses. That used to be a big excuse. That's not an excuse no more in boxing. People still want to use it. And guess what? That's not a good look. So this is the first time in history in boxing. You think that if this was like the 90s and they were throwing this kind of money around, that guys would be like, nah, man, I don't want to fight that guy. What? They would have jumped in the ring ASAP. ASAP. But now it's like we seeing who want to fight and who don't. It's just going like that. After you're done boxing, your resume is gonna say what it's gonna say. That's one thing we know about boxing. It's going to say what it's going to say. The resume don't lie. Some of these guys, you won't even talk about them when they retire. And that's a fact. Not even a lot of people not talking about certain fighters now. What's going on, Blank Man? Outer Pal. We're not talking about a lot of fighters now. Do we realize that the only fighters that we actually, well, not we, we gotta say we, because all the fans, everybody, the only fighters that people are requesting for fights is Benavidez or Crawford. That's it. Everybody else can do what they want. So we know who the boogeyman are, or the guys who gonna fight anybody. We know who it is. We know what time it is. If y'all like Halloween, you know what time it is. We know who the monsters are. We know who the monsters are. It's gonna be a lot of people getting. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna have to step up to get a fight. They stepping up now. Morrell stepped up, so gotta give him credit. He stepped up. Gotta give Morrell credit. I'm like, well, he stepped up. But he also told me that Benavidez is the guy he wants to fight. Nobody else. That's a big fight to him. And I think that's a big fight. I think that Benavidez versus Morrell is going to be a big fight. It might be fight of the year. Early. He going to make every fight that the fans request. Like after a while, he going to be the people's champ. I mean, if a fighter is fighting everybody that the fans is asking for, I mean, that's the people's champ, right? That's the definition from what I've heard. Because I heard people say they want Crawford to fight this guy. He like, boom, I'll jump in the ring with that guy. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. Like right now, we hearing everybody want to see Baccarat versus Crawford. Everybody asks for Benavidez versus Morrell. Benavidez is like, all right, let's go. Yeah, for real. Oh, I got a video coming out too. Yeah. Yeah, I give credit what credit is due. Mexicans been putting on this year. If you look at the fights that been going on, Mexicans been putting on some good fights this year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, putting in work. Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. It is. It's 50-50. I don't know who I mean, I picked Benavidez, but Morrell got a chance. That last fight helped him. Yeah, it's all good. They gonna respect Benavidez in the end, at the end. He gonna get that respect. Watch. He gonna start beating everybody. He's doing it now. He doing it now. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad. When you fighting a guy that's tough, man, that's what happens. A lot of these guys got a lot of experience. You said versus Zerto? Oh, I got Zerto in that fight. Zerto tough. Zerto lost the Bibble, but he was tough in that fight though. Depending on how this Morrell and Benavidez fight go, maybe they can have some big fights after that. Both of them. They around the same size, so not gonna be a problem. Yeah, yeah, that's facts. Yeah, it's all the same. Yeah, Iglesias, he a couple of fights away. Yeah, I think he'll give Billy that work. He need about 2 or 3 more fights. I think he'll give Billy that work though. Yeah. You wish it was sooner? I don't know. They got a lot of fights coming up. I mean, every week it's gonna be a fight coming on. But yeah, I know what you mean though. End of the what end of January? What end of January? That's what 2 or 3 months. Yeah, it's like almost 3 months. That is 3 months. Yeah, I'm hearing Charlo's on there. Um, who else on there? Fulton and Figueroa. Somebody else. Yeah, he might fight Ramos. Ooh, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. Ramos want that smoke. I've been trying to tell him. Ramos want that smoke. I think Ramos got robbed. I don't know because I think I had missed a couple of rounds, but from what I seen, it was a close fight. But Lubin stole a lot of the late rounds, so I wasn't saying a robbery, but I thought Ramos had a chance in the fight. But I thought he left a lot out there, so he didn't really do that much as he should have did. But so I thought Lubin kind of edged it. But yeah, I thought that fight was close though. I thought that fight was close though. At first, I thought Ramos kind of took it, but then I was like, this shit did something late though. Kind of like how what Bivol was. I was like, he ain't do nothing late, so I was like, man, it was already a close fight. Trash talk. Yeah, his trash talk. It wasn't that bad. I've heard worse recently. I mean, a lot of people have been trash talking recently. His trash talk wasn't that bad. His trash talk wasn't that bad. I've heard worse recently. It wasn't that bad to me. I don't know why. But Baccarat was bothered though. That's what made me start leaning towards him before the fight. Because the things he was saying, I was like, man, this dude sound pretty serious, bro. You said who took the worst loss? Whitaker, because he quit and he flipped out the ring, and that's something that will never happen again ever in boxing. Oh, gotta be Whitaker. Absolutely. What he did was I I can't even finish talking about it. Like he did so much in 5 seconds, like it can't even be explained. Yeah, I thought Ramos had edged it at first, but then I was like, I don't know. I can see why Lubin won. You said Tim Tszyu. I think Joshua lost versus the boy was worse than the even the Baccarat of Tim Tszyu because Joshua had zero success in that fight. Tim Tszyu was worse because he was actually having success, but he kept trying to walk him down with no legs. I'm like, that is insane. Because he was getting up and he was able to last, but he was walking him down with no legs. I mean, if you go back and watch the fight, he kept walking him down with no legs. I'm like, why are you walking him down? He wasn't trying to just survive. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my legs back. He'll get his legs back and then try to walk him down again. I'm like, no, just get the jab. Throw the jab. What are you doing? Run. That's why it wasn't that bad. Joshua, he was running and getting dropped. Then the one time he did come forward, he got put to sleep. It's like, whoa. And he didn't win a second of that round. Of any round. The one thing he did good was throw the uppercut. I think that loss was worse. I'm talking about that was in. I'm talking about he didn't win a second of that fight. I think the Pitbull Rayo fight was a good fight. It wasn't no super blowout. Yeah, I heard it's gonna be on David undercard. He said Turkey. Yeah, I hope that happens. Yeah, I think that might happen. He said you get AJ a pass. Man. The only reason I even give AJ, I even go hard at AJ is because they always said he was a better boxer than Wilder. And the way he boxed against Dubois was one of the worst performances I ever seen. As far as boxing skills. It was horrible. No way he'll be able to survive with a Tyson Fury. No way. Yeah, the heavyweight division is tough, bro. At the end of the day, it's gonna show that a lot of people didn't fight each other when they were supposed to. These other heavyweights, they gonna start knocking all these other guys out, man. It's over. It's a new era now. It's a couple of older guys that might last, but it's over with. Yeah, that Ngannou fight hurt Anthony Joshua. I had made a live about it right after the fight. I don't know, something just told me to say something. I was like, why is he making this fight? This ain't gonna help him. I said, this ain't gonna help him. I don't know why he fighting Ngannou right now. Because if you look back, bro, everybody else was getting better. The boy was getting better. He was fighting Big Baby Miller. He was like, I'm finna get better. They saying Tank fighting in Houston, but the event not on the calendar or ticket sales for yet. Yeah, it ain't. I ain't seen nothing on sale yet, but yeah, he fighting in Houston. From what I've seen at the Toyota Center, they've been moving the dates around though. Everything not solid yet, but they still got a couple of weeks though. They can put them on sale in November. It'll be all right. They still moving stuff around right now. You said Tim Tszyu should go to Australia, fight Zarafal. It's a big fight for Aussies. Get a south touch for him to get back. Great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I agree with that. Probably should be doing numbers, and that was pretty small compared to big cards. Yeah, it was small. That was a small fight, man. That was a low budget fight. It was something they did real quick. It was a low budget fight. I mean, I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm a boxing fan, so I was watching stuff like that back in the day, so I wasn't really thinking too much about it, but I was just glad he was fighting close to where I'm at. I wish I could have went, but yeah, I wasn't too mad about it. Yeah, but yeah, you take losses. I'm not too much tripping over loss. I think he need to just get back in the mix. He lost to one of the best fighters in the world. Took a bad punch. He should have recovered instead of trying to stay in the fight. He was thinking too far ahead. He thinking about the result. He trying to get a knockout. He trying to get a stoppage. I don't know if him fighting in front of his dad like that. No offense, I ain't taking it to a bad area, but I don't know if fighting in front of his dad like that was trying to make him just go for a knockout. Like, bro, you ain't got to go for a knockout in front of your dad. You know what I'm saying? You can just box this guy. But I only seen the fight once, but I pretty much seen everything. He got caught with a lot of left hooks, jabs. Couldn't get around those. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really. He had his hands down too much. Didn't have his right hand up to block the left hand. Wasn't moving his head. And usually he moves his head towards his shoulder. So if he punches towards his shoulder, you can pretty much catch him. He'll like bend down towards his shoulder if you throw a punch. And if you swing right there, boom, you gonna catch him. So that's all Baccarat did. He just swung towards his shoulder, and then Tim Tszyu head to move right there. He just go boom. Easy strategy. That was it. I'm trying to go share in the traffic you get because people was searching you up. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, Big Baby fighting Chisora. I didn't know that's a fight out of nowhere. But I mean it's good. I would have rather seen him fight Dillian White, somebody like that, but I mean, that's all good. I think Dillian White would have been a better fight. But it'll be good. Um, yeah, I don't get it. The Florida. Oh, you talking about Florida, Texas? They never do fights in the South like that, so that's why. That's why they doing fights like that. They never do fights like that in the South. They did it during the shutdown, like during 2020. Did a lot of fights down there. Made a lot of money. You can make a lot of money like that. To be honest with you, it's not a lot of fights around those places like that, especially big fights. That was a big fight. A lot of knockout, a lot of knockdowns, knockouts. Oh, 72K? Dang. 1.1 million. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to see that fight, that Tank fight, man, with Roach. I mean, Roach got a chance, man. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the thing. I hate to say it. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie though. Roach got a chance though. I know people gonna be like, man, I can't believe you said that. I'm sorry, man. But he does got a chance, man. He got a chance. He have a chance. He have a chance. It's gonna be tough though. He got to go in there boxing. But he's not a smaller guy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he'll be all right. He said he got humbled. Yeah, to be honest with you, as far as he did need to be humbled because I'm talking about as far as his boxing strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be careful. You got to study these guys. Come on, you got to watch out for the left hook. This is a tall guy. He's a lot stronger than Fandora naturally, so should have knew all that. Oh yeah, Shaqy Foster fighting next week. So they got a lot of fights coming on next week. Yeah, they got a lot of fights coming on next week, man. So November gonna be loaded as far as fights. November might be the most stacked month for fights of the year. If you think about it. Yeah, it might be the most stacked month. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I know August was good this year, but yeah, November pretty stacked. May was stacked too. You said checking out UFC? Yeah, I'm doing some predictions right now. I'm like 95% on my predictions the last 2 weeks. So I'm making some predictions after I get off of here. Yeah, I'm gonna watch UFC this weekend. Yeah, I like the prelims on UFC, so I'll be watching those. Yeah, that's the card I'm waiting on. I want to see that card. That might be the best Riyadh season card so far, though. To be honest with you, depending on how that Barbosa and Ramirez fight go. Yeah, Whitaker. Yeah, that card stacked. I'm looking at the undercards right now, the early cards. Yeah, Whitaker got a chance, but man, I don't know. I think Whitaker got robbed the last time I picked him. So I don't know what I'm gonna do on that UFC card. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even know who I got yet. I want to pick Holloway, but I'm like, I might not. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Holloway right now, but I don't think I'm gonna pick him. I gotta see. Yeah, Whitaker gonna lose that fight right now if I had to pick. Yeah, yeah, it's stamina trash. Yeah, I would say Whitaker got a better stamina. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I can see Holloway going out there getting the win though. It'll be one of those fights where I don't pick him, then I end up losing. Oh, he got like one three decisions. Oh yeah, we rolling with that then. Yeah, I don't know a lot of these guys by name right now. I've seen them fight before, but it's gonna take me a couple of days to remember them by name. But I've seen them fight before. But yeah, the last couple of cards been good. I watched the 306 and I watched the 307 card, and I watched the last couple of contender series. I ain't watched the contender series that came on Saturday, but I watched the one that came on Thursday. The last two Thursday contender series. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Holloway ain't never. That's what I'm saying. So for him, that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm just. That's why I'm leaning toward Holloway. I'm like, if it go to decision, he never been knocked out. So I don't know him that well, but I know that. Yeah, and he undefeated. So yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. I think this fight gonna be better than the last fight, the last main event. Yeah, Gunner ain't playing, bro. He trying to box still. He a wild boy, man. Yeah, I respect that. Hey, let him do what he want to do. Yeah, Gunner a wild boy, man. I knew he was gonna do it. He said something about it not too long ago. Yeah, he a wild boy. I'm not gonna lie, like based on the money or views, if he was to fight Tyson Fury again, just just talking about views, that would do a million pay-per-views, man. It would. Yeah, that boxing money too good. He like, man, these PFL checks are all right, but and then not even the money. He just the whole event. You know what I'm saying? The whole build up. He's like, man, he's probably more famous for boxing than he is UFC. Believe it or not. Isn't that wild? Oh yeah, he definitely did. If you see my rant video, it's classic. But yeah, I definitely ran it on that fight. Yeah, I definitely went in. Yeah, Francis and Gunner won that fight. Oh man, I was so mad that day. I was so mad. I don't even remember. I don't even know if I bet or not. That's how mad I was because people was acting like Tyson Fury was just outboxing him to the point, and Gunner was looking like a scrub the last couple of rounds. I'm like, nah, y'all don't know how to break down a fight, man. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. It is what it is. That's what I said. I was like, nah, ain't no way. No, sir. That's because then when Ngannou got knocked down by Joshua, I'm like, bro, this looks. To be honest with you, it looks so fake. Oh man, it looks so fake. I don't never say nothing like that, but it look fake. Not even gonna lie. It's not because I'm a sore loser. Not even lying. I'm just being honest right now. That knockout looked pretty fake. But I just gave credit what credit's due. I was like, let me go ahead. It is what it is. But I was like, man, that looks fake. Yeah, man. Yeah, them judges saved. They saved Fury. To be honest with you, if you go back and look at it, they were supposed to wave the fight off, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's how crazy. That's how much I broke the fight down. They were supposed to wave the fight off. Tyson Fury got up. If you go look at the highlights, he got up. He ran to the other corner. He put his hands on the ropes. He was leaning on the ropes. And then he said, then the referee came. He said, "You good?" His bro, when a referee asks if you're okay and your hands on the ropes and you don't take your hands off the ropes, the fight is over. But yeah, but I respect Francis though. I gave him his credit because most people will say, "Well, he got knocked out by Joshua." Bro, he still went out there and boxed against Fury, one of the best heavyweights of all time, and did an excellent job. Yeah, he's supposed to be champion, bro. He was. That's why I give guys credit, even if they get knocked out. I give them their credit. Yeah, if he, oh my God, bro, the fact that you said that, if he would have lost his O against Fury, if Fury would have lost his O to him, that would have. This fight with Usyk wouldn't even be happening right now if that would have happened. If he would have lost his O to Ngannou, that would have been the worst thing that ever happened. To be honest with you, that would have been the worst thing that ever happened in boxing. That's why that fight with Joshua, I was like, man, this is important. But a lot of people were scared though. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people were scared. And Ngannou had the world shook for a minute. Y'all remember after Ngannou got knocked out? A lot of guys was like, yeah, MMA guy can't beat a boxer. Ngannou had everybody shook. You said Shavkat, did Shavkat get knocked out before? I don't know. That's a good question. Let me see. Not known of. I don't think so. Oh yeah, and that Sugar Nunes fight. Oh yeah, yeah, he did get dropped in that fight. Yeah, he got. Yeah, he lost to Sugar Nunes in February. It's somebody else with the same name. I thought you were talking about somebody else. Oh yeah, he got dropped. Yeah, Francis is supposed to be in boxing history, bro. First fight, become champion. Insane. Yeah, striker. It look like he been in MMA, didn't he? Yeah, they got UFC event in a couple days at 308. That's gonna be good. Yeah, Robinson and Foster press conference. I ain't even think about that. When that's gonna happen today? That's gonna be good. Oh, that's gonna be tomorrow. Nah, hold on. When that's gonna happen? I know they're gonna have one Thursday. Sometimes they do too. Yeah, that Constacia fight gonna be good. I ain't know Foster was gonna outbox him like that. I knew he was gonna win, but the way he outboxed him and got robbed, I'm like, nah, ain't no way. No way he just got robbed like that. Yeah, they haven't posted anything yet. Oh, he submitted Wonder Boy. I can't believe Wonder Boy lasts as long as he did that last fight. He ended up getting stopped though. I think that was the only fight I got wrong, man, was Wonder Boy. And Wonder Boy and the other guy, Holloway. Those are the only two fights, not Holloway, but Holland and Wonder Boy. I was like, dang. That's what happens. Oh, you talking about UFC? Oh, okay. I don't know him. Usman with a knee injury. Oh yeah, he had a knee injury in that fight. Oh yeah, he did have a knee injury in that fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not too confident on the stand up. I don't know if Whitaker's just gonna go in there and put hands on him like that though. He probably need a KO. If he gonna strike every round and win, it should lead to a chaos. Yeah, Michael Page, that's gonna be a tough fight though. $18 submissions. Insane. 18 submissions. I can see why that's possible. A lot of dudes ground game is trash these days. They don't got no ground game these days. 18 is insane though. And you know it's coming. Still can't stop it. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, these fights been good though. I missed the card last weekend. It is what it is. No, I think I watched a little bit. Tripping. I watched the PFL card. I ain't watched the UFC card. I'm tripping. All right, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna do a prediction video. I know the only ones I was looking at so far was just the early ones. I need to start from the bottom and go up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something on all them. I'm gonna write his name down now. You know, I gotta catch up. I ain't really been watching like that. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. 18 submissions is crazy. But yeah, we gotta have some big fights in boxing these next couple of months though. I know the next couple of months and as far as this year, we good, but early next year, gonna have to figure it out. Gotta have some belts moving in a minute. We got this guy William Skull with a belt right now at 68. Is he gonna fight Caleb Plant or somebody? Or is he gonna fight Canelo first? Canelo might just say, you know what, I don't wanna fight this guy first. I'd rather let somebody else get a belt and just rematch Caleb Plant or somebody. What's William Skull guy? I don't wanna fight him. He boring, I don't wanna fight him. Nah, next week. Man, if it was this Saturday, you hear me talking about it right now. I can't believe it's next week. Man, if Stacy I go out there and win, I'll be I'll be shocked. At this point though, I'm just wondering if it's gonna end in a KO. Is O'Shaquie Foster going out there and going for the KO? Is he gonna try to press too hard for the KO? He try to press too hard for the KO, then I'm gonna be like, man. See now, he trying to go for the KO because he got robbed last time. But yeah, that program Catterall fight gonna be good. It's gonna be closer than what people expect. I think Catterall and program, it's gonna be a good fight. They fight similar too. I think Prograis in better shape, but he ain't in way, way better shape to where it's just, he can come out this fight and just have worse stamina. So you never know. But as far as I know, his stamina always been good. As far as I know. So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. He just fought Devin Haney, so he was in there with somebody tough. So maybe he come out in this Catterall fight. He's like, man, that was a good test for me the last fight. So this fight should be easy for me. They seem like he confident, I guess. I guess. I don't know. We gotta see. Catterall look like he locked in right now. They got some names on the card. I haven't really went through it yet. I was trying to more so check this Pro Box fight that's coming on tomorrow. Yeah, they do got a fight coming on Pro Box tomorrow. So I was checking that out. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna end up watching a lot of that UFC card this weekend because that Catterall fight gonna be early. I don't think nobody's fighting late, so I'm gonna watch the UFC card this weekend. I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna do like a prediction show too. I'm gonna go live. Yeah, five round fight. I don't know, dog. I think he can get the submission though. I think the submission will happen. It's a good chance. Yeah, he did eat them punches. Yeah, Whitaker got a chance. He a wild card. I don't like betting against guys like that's a wild card, man. Because he might hit him with some bad blows and then lose some rounds. Yeah, it's gonna come on early, so I'm gonna probably watch both. Ain't nothing else gonna be on. I'm probably just gonna watch it all the way through. Yeah, I don't know what the undercard is though, so you might be right. I might watch the main. I did that last week. Look at who on the undercard real quick. I haven't even. Yeah, some of these fights I've been skipping because I know how they gonna go already. I already knew that Anthony Yarde fight was gonna be like that. Those late replacements, those be the toughest fights. Let's see the undercard. Oh yeah, they got Campbell Hatton on there. I don't know if I bet on some fights, I'll probably watch it. Only if I bet. If I put some bets down, I'll watch it. Yeah, man, I can't wait till these fights start happening though. We gonna have some good months of boxing. Yeah, they got a UFC card coming on tomorrow. Not UFC, but Pro Box. Who on this card? I know that Floyd Schofield card pretty good. Oh yeah, Edward Vasquez fighting tomorrow. That's gonna be a good fight. Oh, they gonna have some fights on that card. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch these. Oh, they got some good fights coming on tomorrow. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that Pro Box card tomorrow gonna be tough. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Yeah, I know all those fighters. This is IBF mandatory for Benavidez. They, I mean, it makes sense because they trying to move belts and everything else, but at the same time, if they wanted to do that, they would have just made a mandatory last year when Benavidez was fighting all these other guys like Cullum Smith. If they wanted to make a mandatory, why would you wait until the last minute to make a mandatory? That means you're obviously basing your mandatories around his schedule. What if he said, "No, I ain't gonna fight Benavidez for another 3 years"? You gonna wait till after he fight I mean, not Bill, Benavidez, but Bivol. I ain't gonna fight Bivol for 3 years. You gonna wait till after the 3 years to make the mandatory, or? So that's where they lose me at. I'm like, it is good, but should have been doing this 5 years ago. Now Turkey out of sheet getting the picture. Everybody want to start making moves. Yeah, well, I'm trying to do this, and we need to make this happen. Yeah, Saturday gonna be stacked though. Oh yeah, Glacier do fight in November 8th. It's gonna be stacked. Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz fight next Friday. Yep, Keyshawn Davis, then Jerron Ennis. Bro, it's loaded, bro. November gonna have a fight on every day. I haven't seen a month like this in the wintertime in a long time. Yeah, November stacked. It gotta be the most stacked month of the year. Even though I know Tank Davis gonna fight in December. They gonna have Navarrete and Oscar Valdez fight each other. Then you're gonna have Ramirez, Espinoza. You're gonna have Usyk and Fury. They're gonna have some good fights on, but Madrimov, Bullchick, but I don't know if that card is going to better than the ones in November. November got a lot of fights. I don't know. I don't know if that card is better. Yeah, it's a lot of Mexican fighters putting on some big fights though. This year. I think this has been the biggest year for Mexican fighters in probably the last 10 years. Yeah, they did, man. I actually made a video about that. Me too, man. To be honest with you, I was kind of done, but then I seen the result of the Ngannou and Fury fight. I was like, yeah, that was a good fight though. It's kind of sad that was one of the most exciting fights. Is what it is though. But yeah, Ngannou kind of made the boxers look bad. Like, man, look, y'all got MMA guys out here going out here fighting harder than y'all is. And you're professional boxers. Supposed to go all out. Ngannou was going all out. They said Tyson Fury was out of shape, but he got whooped again. And that excuse went bad. What's up, Sham? Back around. What's up? They said rematch first. Yeah, they talking about next year, October. Man, that's gonna be a long time, man. They talking about next year. What they want Benavidez to do then? He gonna wait around? That mean he ain't gonna fight nobody till 2026. They want. I'm trying to see Bitter be available first, man. Oh, I'm tripping. I ain't got my words up. Yeah, I'm trying to see that first though. He said next year. Mike Tyson able to be, yeah. Mike Tyson would be crazy. If you go out there and KO Jake Paul, man, that's all I need right there. Send him on his way. A lot of people say, man, they don't want to see it as, hey, man, the old man's supposed to get KO'd, but it's going to be even worse embarrassment. We just seen guys start fights with old men in the park. This ain't going to be the first time they just seen an old man scrap a young guy. We just seen a video on the train. You remember when that old guy beat that kid up? Not kid, but that young guy on the beat that young guy up on the bus. That's what Tyson and Jake Paul gonna look like. But yeah, if Tyson lose, you know, it's gonna be expected. But yeah, Jake Paul look like he's way overweight. I don't know if they're doing any weigh-ins, but this guy's putting on a lot of weight. Yeah, I'm trying to see what card they gonna be on. You know, Bacoli ain't take a lot of punishment, so I would have stuck him in a ring. It ain't like he got to cut weight or weigh in at a certain weight. I would have stuck him in a ring on the Fury card. He ain't getting no damage in the Anderson fight, so put him right back in the ring. What are we doing? What? But yeah, they letting Dave Allen and Jeff Fisher fight. Not is it? Am I saying it right? Johnny Fisher, my bad. I just heard somebody. Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen. I mean, they deserve a shot too, so it is what it is. I guess boxing doing the right thing in that department, but yeah, I want to see Dana White get into boxing, man. I'm tired of seeing these guys walk around with 1 or 2 losses and they can't find a fight. See, Dana White knows that stuff. He sees boxing. He watches boxing. So he sees these guys with 1 or 2 fights, 1 or 2 losses, and everybody like, well, he's done. He's like, oh, well, I can make a fight with him right now. But that's all he's gonna do. Take one man's trash and turn it into treasure. That's what he's done with UFC. That's why he said when he says things like, "Oh, I'm gonna just do the same thing I do with UFC," he's talking about like just getting fighters that everybody quits on or they don't see the potential. He'll grab them, turn them into a star. You know, like before Conor McGregor came to UFC, he was somewhere else. He was somewhere. Matter of fact, when I seen what's old boy name? Cowboy Cerrone. I seen him on Tap Out. He was on a doggone reality show. But he was a real MMA fighter though. I think I seen his first fight, his first pro fight. One of his first pro fights. I was like, man, he pretty good, man. And turned out he was good. Turned out to be Cowboy Cerrone. Got them hands too. So yeah, Dana White, he just gonna do the same thing. Get fighters nobody else really paying attention to. They sleeping on and just grab them, make a fight with them. Like right now, nobody has a fight lined up with certain fighters that you want to see in the ring. And he could just offer them something and make it happen. He said if Jake goes decision, he lost. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Mike gonna come out jabbing. And to be honest with you, I was looking at Jake Paul fighting whatever his name is. I'm about to say Nick Fury. I'm thinking of the Avengers right now. What's Tyson Fury's brother's name? And then call this guy Nick Fury. But Tommy Fury. But yeah, I seen Jake Paul fighting Tommy Fury. Man, Jake Paul ain't got no hands like that. Even that Mike is old. Mike should be good enough to outbox this guy. He's trash, like, and I ain't being disrespectful. Like, I'm just being real. Like, as far as compared to a pro boxer, he ain't got it, man. Now I don't know if this is the same Mike that got in the ring with Roy Jones. The Mike that got in the ring with Roy Jones, I think he beats him. Now this Mike Tyson, I don't know. Mike ain't really in shape like that. Not to the point where he can just, you know. But who knows, man? I know people gonna watch it. They gonna sit up here and cap, but they gonna watch it. And it's on Netflix. I don't even know how you buy the fight still. I said I was gonna look it up. I obviously forgot. Do anybody know how you buy the fight on Netflix? That is gonna be insane. Yeah, you said December gonna be more stacked. It might be, man. It may be more stacked, man. I don't know. I think they done announcing the fights. It may be more stacked. It may be. It might be better fights, but right now I don't know. I don't think it's more stacked though. It ain't more fights. November loaded. They got fights like every 2 or 3 days. I think no October is a good month to start it off though. That Tim Zoo fight was pretty good because everybody kind of forgot about that Bivol and Bitterbill fight for a little bit. So that's the way boxing is going. It's gonna be week to week. People will forget about a loss or a fight from 2 weeks ago. It's gonna be so many good fights coming on. Oh, Nick Diaz fight? Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot Paro fight. Yeah, bro, you're right. It may be more stacked. I forgot about all those fights in December, like Paro. I wasn't trying to get too far ahead. That's why I be forgetting about those fights. Yeah, we gonna see a good fight card every week though. Even these pro box cards are starting to get loaded. So we definitely gonna see some good fights every week. That's without a question. These pro box cards are definitely the real deal. Yeah, that one they got coming on tomorrow is gonna be good. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, the zone starting to step it up. Matchroom had some decent cards recently. I know a lot of people say they've been losing. They've been putting some good cards on. They've been crossing the street, whatever you'll say. That's all I be looking for. I don't be caring about everything else. Yeah, it's gonna be some good fights coming on in the next couple of weeks, though. Yeah, it's been a very good year, though. And then we got that Pitbull. See, I thought that Pitbull and Rayo fight, the way they were talking, I thought it was gonna happen this year after a while, but it's still too early. They just fought recently. But they're gonna fight late next year. Should be a good it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a very good fight. It's gonna be tough though. Pitbull trying to win that fight. He ain't trying to lose 2 times in a row. He gotta go out swinging in this one. If I were, if he gonna do anything, he gotta go out swinging. Can't wait around and play with this guy. If you're gonna go back and rematch him, you gotta be a serious fight. That's the way I look at it. I'm cool with the fight happening, but you gotta go back and try to dominate this guy. You said PBC. Yeah, I like the small cars. I ain't tripping over the small cars. I like PBC small cars. I grew up watching small cars. I ain't tripping over those. That ain't really a big deal to me. I mean, as long as these guys getting paid, I don't see what the big deal is. I ain't really watching nobody pockets like that. But I like the small cars. I just want to see a lot of fights. And then guys got to fight too, man. They still got prospects that need to get in the ring and try to build fan bases. It ain't always about the main attraction. Like in order for boxing to get better, the young guys got to fight too. It's like this generation, we ain't trying to build up no fights, no fighters or nothing like that. They want these guys to be a main events day one. Like let these guys develop, man. That's how I look at it. Yeah, we need these small cars in boxing though. They've been doing a good job bringing small cars back. For a while, it was just about big cars, and I ain't like that. Yeah, I like the quality of opponents too. They've been putting on some good opponents this year. One of my favorite cars is still that Pandora and Tim Zoo card though, all the way through. You can watch every fight. It was good. Yeah, all those fights was good. Yeah, I think Hiroka the number one contender for that belt. I think he the interim champion, so that's why he the option. Puello, I don't know. That's probably a PBC thing, so that sound right. And Haney, yeah, that sound right too. In February, I mean December, okay. Yeah, I want to do a Haney fight. Yeah, it's not too many journeyman fights. If it is, those guys putting on some good fights. Because I know that one guy from Mexico that ended up stopping Villa. He a good fighter. And then the other Mexican guy, I don't know if you can consider them journeymen because I think they only got 1 or 2 losses. It's not really a journeyman. That's definitely not a journeyman. But yeah, those guys, PBC picked some tough fights. That's why I'm trying to tell people like those ain't no easy fights. You said Cuba? Yeah, he got a fight coming up. I forgot what card it's gonna be on, but yeah, he got a fight coming up. If I'm not mistaken. thought he did. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought I seen that he got a fight coming up. Yeah, his third fight being Cuba is crazy. That was insane. No, I'm gonna tell you what was crazier than that. Like he said recently, his first fight, he tried to fight a world champion or something. Floyd wanted him to fight a world champion, like Lee Wood or somebody. I was like, whoa. So yeah, he the real deal. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Dana White can swoop in and be like, you know what? I put all those guys on one card. I know Otto Wallin, he just fought recently. Hergovic, he fought 4 months ago. Hector Garcia, he fought a year ago. He at 135 now. I don't know if he fought since then. I know he's at 135 now. I don't know what he gonna be able to do at that weight class. Who is he gonna fight? Like where he gonna start off at? That's what I'm kind of thinking of. Yeah, he ain't fought since Lamont Roach in November. That was a year ago, man. Yeah, he talking about going to 35. He got to get in the mix. Yeah, I'm gonna do something, man. I gotta tap in. I gotta figure out how to do it. I know how to edit a little bit. I gotta put one on. I had did one video, but I gotta take the audio off. I'll repost it again. But yeah, I'm gonna end up doing one, man. I'm gonna try to do a UFC one. I try to do a little edit. You know how they be slamming the guys and they be like bursting. Try to figure out how to do that. My editing skill was good, but I had stopped editing for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna do them though. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do those. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do those. Matter of fact, I was doing those now. I could just turn into a short. You said when will they come in? Shoot, now a lot of people turning pro right now. A lot of guys that was in the amateur. A lot of guys now. I like that one guy who got robbed. What's his name? Dang, it was something Edwards. I remember Edwards, something Edwards. Yeah, he got robbed though. He definitely got robbed. He was outboxing that guy. They don't know how to score fights in the Olympics. I lost all hope for the Olympics. They don't know how to score fights no more. Oh yeah, okay, bet. I'm gonna try those. I'm gonna do one today since you said it. Yeah, I'm gonna do those. Yeah, I ain't even thought about those. I need to start doing them. But yeah, like a little loop. Yeah, I did that a couple times. Yeah, I had did that one time. I had forgot that I even did it. So you right about that. I need to do it again. Yeah, you right. I forgot I did. It brought in a lot of traffic. Yeah, they got some good fights coming on this weekend though. Oh yeah, yeah. When I get higher, yeah, fast. Like when it gets higher, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll do those. Yeah, like 5, 10K. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I said the same thing. I need to. Yeah, I'll do the call thing. I was gonna do it, but it's too early right now. There be so many things that don't get discussed in boxing, so that's why I ain't got to that point yet. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that point though. Yeah, but some of my favorite fights is coming up right now. I was hoping that Floyd Schofield would have ended up fighting the H2O guy that got knocked out on Jake Paul card, but that was actually one of my fights I was looking forward to because the guy can box well. I think that would have been the best opponent Floyd Schofield fought so far. But I wanted that fight to happen, but I was like, But the fight he got coming up next week, it's gonna be a tough fight too. Yeah, he got a tough fight coming up next week. So we're gonna see him in the ring with a decent opponent. Definitely want to see what he brings to the table. 135 is getting stacked, man. I'm telling you, if guys start moving out the weight class without fighting anybody, just one name, just one top 5 name, top 10 name. If they leave out the division without doing it, you already know what time it is. Because Frank Martin, he fought Tank before he left. Because I think he's going to 140 now. Ryan fought Tank before he left. I know you got Loma at 135. That's why, even though I be going in on Loma, I don't know if everybody know I be going in on Lomachenko, but I keep it 100 too though. Lomachenko, if he was really scared, bro, he would have went to 130. I'm telling you, Lomachenko could have went back to 130 and fought down there. When he stayed at 135, I was like, oh, okay, gotta respect that. Okay, you want to fight somebody. Because a lot of these other people, they'll just go to 140, 147. Like Loma, he was like, I stay at 135. So anybody who leaves out of 135 without touching some smoke, I already know what time it is. They ain't trying to make no fights. Because Zepeda, he right there. And you know what's crazy too, man? I want to see Zepeda fight somebody But it's to the point now where everybody like, yeah, I want to fight Zepeda. Like everybody can't fight Zepeda at one time. Like y'all gotta find somebody else. Obviously, he said he gonna fight Shakur Stevenson coming up, so y'all gotta find somebody else for Zepeda to fight. He can't fight everybody at 135. I mean, the weight class is too stacked. I'm close to giving up on it, but I still got hope. But everybody can't fight Zepeda though. Just like everybody was calling out Navarrete. I'm like, bro, Navarrete ain't even fought at 135 yet. Then he fight Baranchik. Now nobody want to fight him now. I'm like, oh, y'all trying to get the easy belt. I'm like, Navarrete ain't even a 135. This dude ain't fought at 135 at all. People are already calling him out like, yeah, I want to fight Navarrete. I'm like, he ain't even moved up yet. Oh, Morrell is rematching O'Malley. O'Malley looked like he was sleepy the last fight. I don't know what he had going on. That caught me by surprise. I thought he was gonna at least let his hands go before taking a loss like that, but I was wrong. Oh yeah. Bob already put that out there. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bob was mad as I don't know what. He was like, man, that was the stupidest fight. He was like, that was the stupidest fight. He was so mad. Cause he know he wouldn't have made the fight. Bob like, man, I ain't doing no fights like that. I might as well just give away all my money. Bob like, I might as well just give away all my money. Yeah, Bob said Teofimo is Alice in Wonderland. Dealing with Teofimo is like dealing with Alice in Wonderland. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. That's probably Alice in Wonderland is one of the only cartoons I never understood. I didn't watch it that much. That's one of the only ones, so I didn't get the joke, but I'm pretty sure it was funny. But yeah, he was definitely going in on him. He could have just said old girl from the one going to see the Wizard of Oz. Could have said her too. Y'all trying to get the easy bill. Mimic crazy. Yeah, they trying to get the easy belt on Navarrete. That was crazy. I didn't even know Navarrete was going to 135. As soon as Navarrete told Bob, hey man, I'm thinking about going to 135. I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of guys on Top Rank was like, I want Navarrete. I was like, Navarrete? He's at 130. Then the next day it said, Navarrete's gonna be at 135. I said, oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, it bring him back, so yeah, he gonna jump back in. He probably mad about something. The fans probably like, man, you ain't gonna run it back. Yeah, that's crumbs, man. I don't know. Hey, somebody, they probably got paid. Hey, promoters probably was like, hey, that's all you got. 75K. That's a UFC bag. They getting that Dana White pay. Turkey out of sheet got Dana White paying the boxers right now. That's what it look like. He said if T.O. don't get out of the contract and fight somebody good, I think it's over, bro. I mean, at this point right now, T.O. still fights people, so but I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying it's over for Teofimo. This is the reason why I say it's over for Teofimo if he don't clean things up. It's because of the fighters that's behind him. If you look at all the young guys at 135 that will eventually be at 147 or 154 or whatever you want to say, it's going to be a point of time when Teofimo is going to find himself in a position where he's going to have to fight a Floyd Schofield or maybe even a Abdullah Mason or something. It's going to come a day where he's going to have to make a choice. And fans are going to realize, hey, man, he don't want to fight nobody like that. See, he'll fight a Kambosos or something, but not these guys. So, yeah, if you don't try to, see, if people don't understand, real boxing fans protect. We give fighters respect, but at the end of the day, we know the truth about how good you really are, what you're trying to do. Fans ain't just watching it just to watch. Some of us. But yeah, I don't know. He got to realize, though, some attention is good and some attention is bad. He was already popular, but calling out Terrence Crawford, it's not really good attention right now. One thing I do know, though, Sandor Martin is signed with Top Rank right now after he fought Teofimo. So Top Rank, Bob Arum, he'll put Teofimo back in the ring with Sandor Martin. He don't care. And this time he won't get robbed. But yeah, Teofimo would have been out of the contract if he didn't re-sign. He re-signed. Then he pulled out of the Pedraza fight. Then the extension didn't happen until what fight he said? I think the Josh Taylor fight or something like that. Yeah, Teofimo about 27, I think, probably like almost 28. It's time to get on the ball, man. It's time to get the ball rolling. It's time to get the ball rolling. He talking about he ain't never made $1 million. Oh no. You ain't never made $1 million and you turned down 1.5? You said the money is just not there. Obviously, you don't know anything about the sport, about this sport. You said, I don't know anything. Brother, I don't know if you know it or not, but Miles, what's up, Miles? Miles, let me ask you a question. Do you know that I reported last year that after Ryan Garcia lost to Tank Davis, that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis tried to fight Teofimo Lopez? So how many people you know told you that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis tried to fight Teofimo Lopez last year, and they was in negotiation? What's going on, DJ Rush? Miles, could you explain to me why Teofimo Lopez turned down Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis last year? Do you even know the reason? Do you want to know the reason? I'm just letting you know. I'm not being mean. I'm not going at you. I'm just letting you know. Teofimo Lopez has turned down every fighter in boxing. The only fighter that hasn't accepted a fight with Teofimo Lopez yet is Terrence Crawford or Canelo. Even Ryan Garcia asked him to fight. Why would Teofimo Lopez is not big enough to be turning down Ryan Garcia? Whether I like Teofimo or not, he's not big enough, bro. He's not big enough to turn down Ryan Garcia. Even after the Tank Davis loss. I mean, yeah. A debate about what? Yeah, but oh no, they'll let you know the comments. They down there. We got people in the comments that'll let you know. They know boxing too. Oh yeah, these guys ain't turning down no fights. You said the number wasn't correct. And that's what I reported last year. I said that Teofimo Lopez, first of all, you're wrong about that. The problem wasn't the money with Tank Davis. He would have accepted the fight with Tank Davis. But, because he felt like he could have won. But Teofimo had just went to 140. And Tank Davis wanted to fight at 135. And I heard something about a rehydration clause. I heard rehydration clause and I heard 135. And I said, hold on, Teofimo just fought Sandor Martin, so he at 140 now. Why would he go back to 135? Yeah, you ain't finna turn down Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, and I'm finna sit up here and be like, yeah, you should fight Terrence Crawford. After turning down Tank and Ryan? Nah. You gotta figure it out, man. I heard something like he turned down 1.5 with, I want to say Ryan or Tank. I can't remember right now. And then he turned around and took 1.5 to fight Steve Claggett. I mean, you really, bro, you already lost to Kambosos, so why not go out there and make your name bigger by fighting Tank Davis? Obviously, losing to Tank Davis ain't gonna hurt your career. Ryan Garcia showed you that. So just take the risk, blow your name up a little bit, fight him, and take the fight. That's how I feel it. But yeah, like DJ Rush said, it's that long-term damage. Why not make it worth it? There's no reward without high risk. And you got to take the risk. Teofimo's already fighting tough competition. He ain't fighting no just anybody. I knew the Claggett fight was going to be tough. He knew it too. He knew Claggett was going to come out there trying to win that fight. You said social media world certificates like I do. You said certificates. You know what my certificate is? That Rayo beat Eastside Cruz. And I said that Fundora was gonna beat Tim Tszyu. That's my certificate of boxing. If you can find anybody else that predicted that was gonna happen, I'll close my channel today. Right now. Both of those fights. Not just one. And Liam Paro. Throw that in there too. If you got any proof that you predicted those right, I'll shut my channel down today. I don't even look at the big fights like that. You said Tank would not fight Teofimo at 140. Yeah, he would. What are you talking about? Tank would fight Teofimo at 140. But Teofimo could have fought at 135 though. And with all these people crying about weight and stuff like that, I can't even argue with Tank Davis about weight right now because Canelo's doing rehydrations too. He did it before. And people are saying right now that Tank is really a 130. So everybody else giving Tank reasons to put a rehydration in the 135 weight class fight down for Teofimo Lopez. I'm like, man, come on, man. I can't believe Teofimo doing this. But yeah, if he want to take the big fights and stuff, he got to make it happen. But I do know one thing, though, and I said this earlier. It's a lot of guys in between 140, 54. If Teofimo does want to move up, 147 is still going to be dangerous. And 154. And it looks like Teofimo don't like cutting weight like that, so he might be at 54 before you know it. You said you predicted the same. I said anybody else, though. I said anybody else. What about the people that got it wrong? The people who got it wrong got the big numbers. You know that, Miles. The people who got it wrong got the big numbers, though. You know that. That ain't even no conversation. Bro, I was saying Canelo was going to do all the stuff he's doing right now 2 or 3, 5 years ago. Do you know we got fans running around right now saying that Canelo will knock out Crawford? And Canelo ain't had a knockout in 3 or 4 years, almost 5 years. By the time Canelo fight again, it's going to be 4 years since he had a knockout. And the first thing that a diehard boxing fan will say is, Canelo will knock out Crawford. Canelo sat up here and couldn't knock out Charlo, but the first thing a diehard boxing fan will say is, oh yeah, Crawford will get knocked out by Canelo. He said Canelo will KO Crawford. Why he couldn't KO Charlo though? If you can't explain to me why Canelo can KO Crawford, I mean Charlo. I made a video saying it ain't gonna happen. Charlo ain't gonna get knocked out. I made a video saying that. I was like, he ain't gonna get knocked out by Canelo. He gonna lose, but he ain't getting knocked out. He gonna survive. So you telling me you think Charlo is levels above Crawford? Yeah, I know he a troll. I'm just messing with him. He said he's smart enough not to be a brawler. Yeah, he ain't gonna lose. He ain't gonna win that fight though. Everybody know Crawford a threat right now. If Crawford ain't putting no fight together right now, it ain't too much moving going on at 154. To be honest with you, before Crawford got to 154, didn't nobody care about Bakaram and Tim Tszyu or Fundora coming off a loss to Brian Mendoza. Shoot, Fundora got did just like Tim Tszyu. I seen Fundora get put down with a nasty shot, couldn't even get up. Tim Tszyu got up. Fundora was like, oh, I can't even get up. So everybody gonna be able to bounce back in boxing. But it's all about who you gonna fight on the way to that point to prepare yourself. Because right now, people are starting to realize, like, man, certain guys ain't fought certain competition. I warned everybody about Joshua. I was like, man, I don't know if he should be fighting Otto Wallin right now. Not right now. I was like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. It ain't tough competition. And people think tough competition mean you want somebody to lose. No, tough competition mean, hey, you need to get better. Michael Jordan can't get better playing the scrubs all day. So that's what tough competition is. Like when people want to see, like for me, if I want to see Benavidez fight Benavidez, it's because I know this generation ain't gonna have no fighter like that. So if he's good enough to fight him now, yeah, let that happen. So even if he does go out there and win or lose, he gonna be better in the next 3 or 4 years, and he gonna know what kind of standard he can go to or what level he can reach. Yeah, it's a different kind of level you can go to. But people know that the big fights is coming though. Without the only name we mentioning right now with Beterbiev is either Bivol or Benavidez. So ain't nothing changed out here. Canelo got opportunity right now to fight Beterbiev. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. They will entertain a Bivol fight though. Yeah, I had put it on the MMA page. That with him doing the head kick. I seen somebody else do that recently, but it wasn't like that though. It was in a boxing fight too, but that was a legit head kick though. Yeah, but I think at this point now, I don't think Benavidez needs a Canelo fight if he fights Bivol or Beterbiev. I mean, not Bivol, Morrell. I think he'll be all right. Yeah, he does, man. Yeah, he can kill that guy like that. And he had a shoe on, so it's like, nah, that wasn't it. Nah, that wasn't it. That was low key a crime, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that's low key a crime, man. Dude in the ring with a shoe. This dude ain't even watching out for no leg kicks. Yeah, I know, man. They fumbled the bad. That Dominican against Floyd Schofield, I don't know what he was thinking. Bruh. That's why you gotta watch who you pick as an opponent. Like, that dude just being in the ring with Floyd Schofield just made everything look worse. I'm like, man, you gotta watch your opponents these days for real. Like the guy who's fighting F.A. Jogba, you remember the guy who's fighting F.A. Jogba who kept hitting him with low blows? He kept punching him low and got kicked out of the fight for that. They disqualified him. Just hitting him with low blows. He bit somebody? Hey, I think Berlanga got an anger problem. Yeah, I think Berlanga got an anger problem. You remember when Berlanga Berlanga sat up here and Canelo was punching him on the hip. Berlanga was like, ugh. I'm like, bro, Berlanga got an edge to him. He gets mad pretty easy. I wouldn't be surprised he bites somebody again. Yeah, Berlanga, man. I thought he was gonna end up biting Canelo or something. They was punching pretty low too. I think it was like at the stomach or whatever. Oh, you said, do I got Discord? Yeah, I got Discord. What a link at? He be punching people low. That's hilarious. I need to start putting bets in there. Yeah, let me put it up here. Yeah, I got one right here. I made it a while ago. Yeah, I got Discord set up and everything. I'll show y'all what it looks like. See, I got some stuff in here. Where is it at? Yeah, I got Discord. I set it up a while ago. It took like a day or two. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna put it in there when I get off. I ain't never got around to it. I was gonna put it in there. Put some news in there and stuff like that. Yeah, I set it up a while ago. I ain't touching it in months. I know how to like make them, but I don't know how to use it like that. Yeah, it ain't take me that long to figure out how to use it. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting certain fights on there that I might not post on here that come up. I'll probably just put them in here. You got a lot of fights coming on, like 3 fights in one day. Oh yeah, okay, cool, appreciate it. I think everything should be good, set up already. I might have to switch some things around, but yeah, appreciate that. Y'all, yeah, anybody want to join, click the link in the chat. Yeah, you can definitely join that. Yeah, I just got it set up to like when videos come out, whatever. Yeah, that was bad, bro. I don't know what Scrappy was doing. I mean, it was so many performances on that card that was bad. Even Dervyachenko looked a little bad. He was still good, but he didn't have that edge to him in that fight. Yeah, Fulgham was good, but everybody else was. Barbosa, everybody, everybody think Barbosa lost. I forgot who the other fighters was on the card. Yeah, I almost forgot Scrappy was even on the card, man. Lost horribly. I'm trying to figure out who he gonna fight next. I still ain't heard nothing yet. Yeah, I still ain't seen nothing. Oh, you didn't know about Derbynchenko? Yeah, he a beast. Derbynchenko fight anybody. He fight the best fighters. Um, he like a journeyman, but he too good to be a journeyman. So nobody call him a journeyman. But he got a record like a journeyman. He got a lot of robberies on there too. I felt like he beat Triple G. They got away with one then. Oh yeah, old boy do be punching in the back of the head. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. I know you talking about. Yeah, that guy punched him in the back of the head. You talking about Vaughn? Yeah, in that fight. Yeah, that's all. He said Jamaican. Uh, you talking about H2O? That's what I'm talking about. The guy who was supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight. Floyd Schofield. You think did he gas out? But I wasn't really paying. I was paying attention to the fight because in my mind I'm like, okay, he winning. I think I bet on it. No, I don't think I bet on it. And in my mind I'm like, okay, he winning. And all of a sudden he just ended up getting knocked out. I'm like, dang. Yeah, you talking about H2O? He ended up getting blasted. I keep forgetting it was on the Jake Paul card. No wonder everybody was talking about it. I forgot it was on the Jake Paul card. I knew it was, but yeah, he got blasted, man. That was a bad KO. Yeah, that was bad when you think about it. Yeah, he got blasted in that fight. But yeah, hopefully he bounced back. But the guy he fought, man, he got a lot of knockouts. Yeah, the guy he fought got a lot of knockouts. But yeah, he had the wrong kind of fight that day. He ended up getting dropped. He ran into the wrong guy. This what you talking about right here? Yeah, bro got dropped. Bro got. Yeah, he just young though. I think he only like 20. How old is he? I think he only like 20, bro. He was in a ring with a dude he wasn't supposed to be in there with. Yeah, he only 20. Man, that guy he got in the ring with is a threat. You don't put anybody in the ring with a guy like that. I'm not gonna lie, these young guys got some balls these days because they jumping in the ring with some killers. They got some balls these days. They fighting a lot of veterans early. They fight some guys, a lot of people will be like, nah, give me a guy with 16 losses. But a lot of these guys with like 6, 7 losses, those are the most dangerous guys. Yeah, he only 20. I keep forgetting he that young. I'm like, man. Cause I'm thinking that Bam is like 22. He's 24. Xander Zayas is 22 though. But after hearing that Ramos, if Ramos end up fighting Charlo, hey, the age got to be 23 from now on. See, the age they changing it to where you got to take a big fight. Now it's starting to be 23. Teofimo took a big fight at 23. Um, Haney did at 23. Who else? I know Ramos did. And then Xander coming up at 23. So yeah. Like PD was saying that Xander Zayas might need to get a big fight next. And from what I'm seeing, he ain't got nowhere else to go. So he might have to make a decision who he gonna fight next. Cause if Ramos trying to fight Charlo, he trying to make a statement. When is his birthday? Did he just turn 22? So he did. He just turned 22. So he just turned 22 like a few weeks ago. Yeah, he just turned 22. That's why I was kind of like, I don't know. You know, I don't mind putting nobody in a tough fight. I don't care. But yeah, he done fought enough guys though. He fought Ronald Cruz, Valenzuela Jr., Roberto, Ortega, Teixeira, Sosa. Yeah, it's time to move. It's time to fight somebody. Charles Conwell, that'd be a tough fight. Brandon Adams, that's a tough fight. I don't know. Still got Tim Zoo up there. But yeah, they still got some names around there. They can make something work. Stick him in there with Charlo or somebody, make it work. You say he got some personality. I ain't really seen nothing about his personality. I know he waved off the little knockout, ain't had no problem with it, but which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's gonna be some good fights coming on though. These next couple of months gonna be tough. They putting the pressure on these young guys now. They ain't gonna wait for next year. It's a lot of fights coming up. Even the shoe fight was tough. I knew a lot of people got caught off guard by that last shoe Carrington fight, but I knew that fight was gonna be tough. Yeah, that was a big step up fight. That dude, Sagawa had just beat the other guy. What's his name? Ruben Villa. Just beat him. That was probably the biggest upset this year. One of them. When nobody expecting that upset to happen. Sagawa went in there and gave him work. I kind of seen it happening though. Not gonna lie, Sagawa, he a good fighter. I wanted to see Inoue fight the guy before the shoe fight happened. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight coming up. They got Abdullah Mason still on these cards. They might have him headlining the card next year. I wonder, does anybody think Abdullah Mason gonna headline the card? Oh, I ain't see that guy. I turned on that fight late because somebody else was fighting that night. That's why I missed it. I forgot somebody else was fighting that night. It might have been a Nah, it wasn't a Riyadh card. It was I forgot somebody else was fighting that night. They might have been Virgil Ortiz or somebody. You talking about when Jay Paul was on there? What fight Jay Paul had? Okay, yeah. Who fought that day? Somebody else fought that day. I can't remember who though. Dang. Can't go back and search it either. I could go back and look at my videos, but it ain't worth it. Yeah, but somebody else fought that day. Oh yeah, I did that already. I got a bot on there that does that. When every time I upload, it'll pop up. Watch, I'm gonna upload something real quick. Yeah, I got a bot on there already. I put that on there. Man, what a video that. Yeah, hopefully it does it. It ain't pop up then. That was a memory video. I'll probably upload something later on. It'll pop up. But yeah, it be popping up every time I upload something. Yeah, I got one of those on there. Yeah, I'm gonna end up adding stuff on there. I don't be using it like that, but Yeah, I'm a little behind on technology right now. Certain places, but I know a lot about it. But yeah, Scrappy went out there and got beat down, man. I was like, dang, can't believe he lost to this guy. And he ain't fought since. That's a bad sign right there. I haven't heard anything about his next fight. Let me see if I see any news up there. What he at? Flyweight? No, not that Scrappy. Okay, okay, we got something going on. Oh yeah, they wanted to see Scrappy on this card. I mean, they ain't got no space right now. They got Oscar Collazo. Yeah, they got Collazo on this card. Yeah, Collazo ain't fought in a minute. So they not gonna put Collazo behind Scrappy right now. Yeah, Collazo #1 in his weight class too? Absolutely not. This fight with Collazo gonna be good. Man, I don't know who gonna win this fight, man. I think I'm gonna roll with Collazo in this fight, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and make sure. I'm gonna have to double check. Yeah, wrong. It's gonna be a tough fight. Yeah, that Latino night card gonna be okay. Cool. Oh yeah, I see what this is. Yeah, I ain't seen this dude. Hey, this been popping up too. This video been popping up. I ain't click on it. No, I ain't seen this. This is wild. He was getting dropped. He was getting dropped in this fight. I never seen this guy before. Healy Scott. Oh, Diaz caught him with a good left hook. He got right up though. He started throwing some big blows. Oh, yeah, they waited off. He got caught with a left hook again. That's what you were talking about. Yeah, he was fighting crazy. It's hard to fight a guy like that. Pound, bro, it had to be 10 pounds of dread. Yeah, he could definitely KO somebody fight like that. Dang, that was awkward. Dang, he was fighting at 130? Yeah, 18-2. Okay. Yeah, that guy wild, man. Straight from Kingston. Oh, he fought in Jamaica twice too. Okay. Yeah, he got a little resume on him. He ain't fought no competition like that, but when he did, he obviously lost. He lost to Cabrera by knockout and Diaz. He won the fights he was supposed to though. Yeah, that was dude was super awkward. Kept getting caught with the left hook. Yeah, it's gonna be some good fights coming on though, man. The Golden Boy starting to turn it up. You said Clark and Zorro? I missed that Clark and Zorro fight. I missed that Clark and Zorro fight. Yeah, I missed that fight. Yeah, I missed that fight. That fight happened recently too. Oh, he stopped him. Oh yeah, I know Zora had got stopped in that fight. Hey, hey, Clark last fight was crazy though. Bro, Clark last fight? Man. The crazy thing about Clark last fight, I was supposed to watch it live. I think me and you was talking about it. Man, I end up catching the end of it, man. For Bakaram, he said he gonna fight if Charlo going back to 54, which it sounds like he is. It could be Crawford up Charlo at this point. I think Fedor and Spence off limits right now. Nah, Norman gonna fight probably early next year because he hurt. But Norman got a lot of options though. Kind of looks like this stuff with Norman and him and Shakur getting hurt, but their name is involved with a lot of matchups right now. So maybe some time off right now kind of help everything get settled. It'll put more attention on the other fighters. So now that people aren't focusing in on Shakur and Norman, now you can focus in on like Schofield and you never know. Maybe in January people say, "Hey man, I want to see Schofield fight Shakur Stevenson or something." Matchups always change, but Baccarat, yeah, those are good choices. Yeah, shout out. What's going on, Alonzo? He said hit the like button, man. Yeah, man, hit the like button. Everybody who in here. You said fighters retire? Yeah, I think 2026 is gonna be the year. I don't know if Turkey Al-Sheikh gonna be still if he's gonna be around for a long period of time as far as in boxing, but maybe he is. But it all depends though. Yeah, I can see Bud doing that. Yeah, I can definitely see him doing it. I wouldn't have mind. I don't know, depending on how many fights Canelo put together, but I think it'll be a point where somebody said it recently. Maybe you said it, Nello, but you were saying that somebody was saying that they could see Canelo fighting Jake Paul next year, but 2026, I definitely can see it happening. Just because I don't know if Jake Paul's still gonna be doing this boxing thing long term. He's been doing it now, but to be honest with you, if I'm gonna be real about it, the only reason this fight is so big because it's Mike Tyson. But other than that, if he's not fighting a real boxer like that's actually active right now, it won't be like bigger than this Mike Tyson fight. So I think with this fight, he gonna hit his ceiling, and after that, unless he fights a Canelo or something, it's nothing more he can do. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like with Floyd fighting Conor McGregor. Once he did that, it was nothing more he could do. He fought everybody else. Yeah, I know. He bought Ring Magazine, which is wild. Bro went out here and bought Ring Magazine like a boss. Yeah, but 2025, 26, yeah. He said Canelo verse. Yeah, I mean, Canelo's not, he's been at 168 for a long time, so it's not going to be easy, especially somebody who just got through going 12 rounds with Bivol. It's not an easy fight. Because a lot of guys like Zerto, who's at cruiserweight, he had a hard time with Bivol. So yeah, Crawford going up, but Crawford said the same thing though. He said last year that him fighting Canelo was a ridiculous fight. Crawford didn't always think about fighting Canelo. He didn't think that fighting Canelo was a possibility, or he didn't even think about it. Like, he was like, "No, that's a ridiculous fight. Why would I fight Canelo?" So Crawford technically, I ain't gonna speak for him, but technically the way he was talking, he was saying like, I can't mess with Canelo. It's too big. He was never talking about fighting Canelo. But a lot of people in Mexico want to see him fight Crawford though for some reason. I'm telling you, I don't know why. I thought Benavidez was the most requested fight. It is. It definitely is. Even though on my list, even though I know that, you know, on my list, I feel like Benavidez is a fight I would like to see first, but I wouldn't say no to Crawford fighting Canelo. Is it a guarantee he gonna beat Canelo? No, it ain't no guarantee. I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a guarantee, but I think he gives a better chance than most of these other guys. These other guys don't believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys don't believe in themselves that want a Canelo fight right now. I think Munguia did, but kind of went in there with the wrong strategy. Like he said before, like he needed a little more experience, and that's what happens. You need experience going against Canelo. He thought Canelo was gonna go in there, and Munguia thought Canelo was gonna go in there and just let his hands go. Nah, Canelo was in there boxing. But yeah, but Janovic is a huge guy though. For 160. I feel like if in my mind, it's just me. I feel like if Crawford and Janovic is a realistic fight, then so is Canelo and Crawford. Cause Janovic ain't no small guy, and people saying that like that's an easy fight. It's a lot of guys at 60 that can't mess with Janovic, so it's like that ain't no easy fight. Unless Crawford fight for undisputed at 160, or he like one or two fights away, yeah, that makes sense. But Janovic ain't an easy fight for a lot of guys. And that might be somebody they saving for Canelo. I don't think they'll just hand Crawford Janovic for real, not right now. But if he fights him, yeah, I'll watch it. I think it'll be a good fight. But Janovic's a big dude though. He's not small. He's big for the weight class for 160. Even though he's a 60, I kind of think of him as a 68 sometimes. Cause I feel he's right there. He's gonna be at 68 soon. He's not gonna be at 160 for another 2 years. That's not gonna happen unless he's gonna retire soon. But yeah, that 160 status, I'm not gonna lie to you, Lonzo. What I see right now as far as 160, I was hoping that Charlo would go to 160 and kind of fight like Janovic because he's already been at 154. So running that back would be pointless. I wouldn't mind it, but it'll be pointless on the outside looking in just because, okay, if you can go to 160 and try to get undisputed up there and you and Crawford fight each other, let's just say Crawford get 154 and then Charlo get 160 undisputed, they can fight each other and that'll be a huge fight. And all the Canelo stuff that people thought about with Charlo, they'll be forgotten. People wouldn't even think about that no more. They'll look at him way totally different. But yeah, 154 is hard though. I'm glad everything playing out the way it is right now because people starting to realize now 154 is no joke. 154 is a real deal. That weight class always going to be like that. Even the guys that's like around 140 right now, 147, they might be at 54 one day. But yeah, 54 is always a good weight class. I wonder what the next exhibition is going to be though. Because if Jake Paul has a fight like this with Tyson, what's next? What could top this? So that Canelo fight does sound realistic. But I think that's after Canelo does whatever he does. I think he's probably 3 or 4 fights away from being able to make his mark. Man, there's some loyal fans out here though. I ain't gonna lie. Some of these bosses, there's some loyal fans. That's a good thing though. That's good for boxing. With all these apps coming out. Oh yeah, I got Hamza in that fight. I think Janet been going down. Yeah, I heard about that Lil Durk concert. I gotta I need to make a video about that. Yeah, but I got Hamza in that fight. I think that Janet, man, he's you know how Janet looked in that Denzel Bentley fight. He didn't look like he usually looks. And before that fight, I was kind of iffy about Janet. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know what it was because Denzel Bentley couldn't really expose it in that fight, but I know what it is now. Yeah, I'm excited about that fight too. I want to see that fight happen. I think that's a tough fight. It's gonna happen. Matter of fact, it will happen. It will happen. I seen Janovic's his page recently. His Twitter page, but it's gonna happen. His Twitter has basically said a lot of funny things recently. But I'm pretty sure he knows that fight's gonna happen. Yeah, he knows that fight gonna happen. Hey, you think Janovich stops him? I don't know, bro. I think Hamza on another level. But he could, I'm not gonna lie though, it's some things that I seen Hamza could get exposed, but they both have their flaws, I'll say that. So I could see Janovich going in there and turning it up another level. He got another level he can go to, but haven't seen too much recently, but he didn't really take that much damage in the last fight, but his inside fighting was atrocious though. I didn't like it. I felt like McCallovic was getting away with too much in the inside. And I was like, man, this is a young guy doing this. But not a lot of experience. I mean, he got a lot of fights, but not the experience Genevieve got. So they kind of worried me. I was like, I don't know. Against Adames or somebody like that, or Hamza, I want to see the fight. He's still calling out Adames right now. It looks like he want to fight Adames right now. But because the fight's not, probably PBC gonna end up doing something else across the street. So they're gonna keep the fight like that. You said the last opponent? Yeah, he fought good. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about as far as, bro, we got high standards, bro. You gotta realize that guy he was fighting just now, people are talking about Genevieve fighting Canelo. He fight Canelo like that, he's gonna lose. Benavidez can't fight. Benavidez can't beat Canelo right now fighting like that. That's how I'm thinking right now. I know he did good in his last fight, but he fight Canelo like that, he's losing, bro. I would love to see Benavidez fight Canelo next. I'm betting on Canelo ASAP. He can't fight Canelo like that, Lonzo. He fight Canelo like that, he's through. And I feel like him and Hamza both don't have good inside game. It's not like to the point where their inside fighting is just on another level, but Hamza, he's a lot younger, so he can improve more of his inside game at this point. And then, Benavidez got a new trainer recently. He don't have the same trainer he had 2 years ago or a year ago. Probably a year and a half ago. He was working with Buddy McGirt, but he ain't working with him right now. And I seen some things in the fight where I was like, man, this Denzel Bentley fight. Bentley kind of doing whatever he want right now. And I was like, man. And you got to think about it. That type of competition, Hamza is slaughtering that competition right now. I think Hamza would have beat Denzel Bentley worse. But I think on the outside, Benavidez does a lot of good things. He don't really take a lot of damage from what I seen. In that last fight, his face had no marks on it. And I think he started to earn a little respect for the guy, so he didn't really put him out like that. But yeah, it was a wrap from the beginning though. Yeah, he was playing with his food. Yeah, you're right. I can agree on that. He definitely was playing around with him. I will say that. Yeah, it was parts where it got serious, but you could tell he was carrying him a little bit. Yeah, I can agree with that. He definitely was carrying him. Yeah, he definitely carried that guy. I'd like to see him fight again too. But at 160, it's not. I don't know, man. There's some competition at 160 right now. I know they still got Laura hanging around. I don't know, man. Like, the more y'all say Benavidez gonna win the fight, I don't know. I might have to stay on my pick this time, man. Last time I changed, but I haven't really dissected it yet and really looked at it to who I want to pick, but I don't know. I feel like Hamza is a tougher challenge right now. But he still got a lot that I haven't seen. So it's like, I don't know. But this guy is 6'3". Hamza 6'3", 75-inch arm reach. Bro. Still coming off. Damn. Bro, y'all see how many knockouts Hamza coming off of? He coming off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Still got 15 straight KOs, bro. 15 straight. That means he catching his food and getting them up out of there. Yeah, man, I made a mistake. I picked Mateo, but I really didn't take my time looking at it before the fight happened. But I wanted to switch to Saavedra, but it was too late. Yeah, Saavedra, he won that fight. Tapia, he got a gift decision. Well, Gift draw. But yeah, Tapia got beat up in that fight. He was getting whooped. Yeah, it was an awesome fight. I like these. Yeah, that's why I wasn't too mad about the card. A lot of people didn't like the small card, but I'm cool with those cards. I like those cards. I mean, that's how boxing got started. I mean, I got no problem with those. But you gotta have, because these prospects, they need some fights. Boxing is not gonna get better with young guys fighting one time a year. That ain't gonna happen. It's a lot of other young guys fighting 4 or 5 times a year, but they the only ones getting better. Of course they gonna be the best. Foster, I picked Foster last time. But man, you know how that goes, bro. When you have a tough fight like that, then it's a robbery. You might turn around and I don't know. Hopefully, it's a situation like Colbert and Rayo. I didn't feel like Foster tried to go for the KO last time, so we could see a different side to him. And this may be a good thing because maybe Foster was holding back in some fights, trying to just rely on the scorecards. And now he could probably reach a whole nother level trying to win the fights. Just straight up instead of worrying about the scorecards or just boxing. Maybe he can just go to another level. I don't know. Maybe it'll be extra motivation or his strategy, the way he approached the fight. Yeah, Camille Moulton. I know Zay Moses gonna be fighting. Didn't Zay Moses beat him? Camille Moulton? I know he fighting his debut on the Boots card. Boots Ennis. Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, get the robbery win. That'd be that'd be crazy. If that happens, then we'll have to see another fight. If that happens, we got to see another fight. That'll be the worst part about that. Yeah, I spoke on Charlo and Ramos rumors. Yeah, we hearing about Charlo and Ramos. There's a lot of things going on at PBC right now. PBC is, ever since Boots Ennis left, the plans has been destroyed. They had some plans they had set up before Boots Ennis left, but ever since then, they've been kind of putting fights together that don't make, well, it makes sense, but not the original plans. That's why Barrios is fighting on a Tyson and Jake Paul card. But yeah, the Ramos and Charlo fight looks like it's gonna be at 54. I don't think Ramos moving up to 160 right now unless I heard something different. Let me go double check. But I think that's a very good fight. It's a tough fight for Charlo because he's coming off a long layoff. He's fighting a guy who's hungry, who's definitely not finna back down, so. Yeah, I think Mono gonna come to fight. Good arm reach. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight. Yeah, I definitely think Ramos ready to fight. I think he's ready. You remember the guy? Hey, y'all remember Vladimir Hernandez? The guy who fought on the Pro Box card recently. They had that classic fight after the Lester Martinez fight got canceled. Yeah, Ramos ended up knocking that guy out. And we seen how tough he fights. If you can knock him out, you can knock anybody out. That might have been one of the only people that knocked that guy out too. Yeah, Vladimir Hernandez, he only been KO'd twice. He got KO'd by Ramos. And then the next month, well, not the next month, but the next year, he ended up beating Truck Simpson last year. And he got knocked out by Madrimov. So Vladimir Hernandez, he got knocked out by Majumov in his debut. And Majumov fought in Atlantic City. Didn't know that. Yeah, Majumov fought in America a couple times. Most of his fights been in America. So yeah, he's used to fighting over here. He fight 4 days before Christmas. Isn't that wild? Vladimir Hernandez versus Tim Tszyu? Man. You think that's what Tim Tszyu need right now? That would be a good fight. Yeah, I like that fight. I like that fight. Yeah, that's a good fight. I like that fight. Yeah, Hernandez, he a tough fighter. Yeah, he done got some upsets at 160. He lost to Troy Isley at 160, but he's really up 54. He didn't get knocked out, though. Yeah, that dude tough, man. That weight class so stacked. You think that was a knockout of the year? Dang, I gotta add that to the list. We were just talking about knockout of the year earlier. I'm gonna add that to the list. Yeah, that definitely going KO of the year list. Is he ranked top 10? I don't think he top 10 right now because he took that loss to Troy Isley recently, so I don't think he top 10. I think he lost his spot. And he took a couple of losses. He definitely not top 10. In Mexico, he's probably top 10. I would say he's top 10 in Mexico, but worldwide, probably not. Yeah, he's top 10 in Mexico, which isn't bad. That's not bad. Yeah, they got a nice top 10 list over there. They got Jorge Perez ranked over him. Perez just fought recently. Did I see him fight? Yeah, I seen him fight. Yeah, he's not top 10 right now. Suffered a couple of losses. He did took some tough fights, so yeah, he was struggling a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be some good fights coming on, man. I'm definitely gonna check something out. But yeah, I might come back on here later to talk about something else. Want to see what some boxing news is gonna come out. Try to drop some predictions for tomorrow. Pro Box. They got a fight that's coming on. We definitely gonna go live for that, but gonna see what everything that's popping up on this fight card tomorrow. Fight card tomorrow might be better than the one Saturday. I don't want to disrespect nobody on the fight card Saturday, but I just gotta be real. Might be a better fight card. But yeah, I definitely might come back on later on and check out